Cafe.
Good morning, good morning. I have quite a bit in the agenda, so I'm just going to get things started here. But we'll start with coming around the room looking for some guests here. So, see a new face.
This morning I brought my friend Karen Roscoe.
I brought my sister Emily Deal. She's visiting from Berkeley. She's a past Northgate Rotary member, and she's currently with Cal Rotary. And what are you doing?
I'm their design chair, so doing a lot of graphic design.
Welcome. Hey, Dan.
Good morning. I've got a guest this morning, two guests this morning, Rich and Brandon Pomeran. They own the 76 gas stations here in town.
Awesome. Welcome, guys.
I have my daughter Kate Plumley with me today.
Welcome, Kate.
And my wife Jen here with me today.
Hi, Jen.
I'm Lila. I'm the outbound student, and I'm going to
This is Jesse, it's Taylor's friend, Jesse Almas, is that right? Yep. Jesse Almas, come to visit us.
Welcome, Jesse.
That's my daughter Kate.
Welcome, guys. And then we have Interact. Nice. Welcome, guys.
If we need to spread out a little bit, we have extra chairs down here, like the chair in front.
So I wanted to quickly thank our host family. So Jen and Andreas, Patty and Steve, thank you guys for hosting Tumac, and Lisa and Chris, our last host family. Thank you so much for
Okay, so I don't have a picture what I did, but 2 weeks ago we had the prom. It was a lot of fun. There's like a huge amount of people watching, just dancing, so it was pretty fun.
You don't have any pictures from the prom?
I don't, I mean, I maybe have some, but not on me. I can't find it. Otherwise, this week we went with Andres singing Storm. It was really interesting and really impressive. Like the way they just like make music with different like objects and stuff. It was really impressive, and I really liked it. And otherwise, the biggest thing is Valentunes. So we had the first gig yesterday. It was a lot of fun, and we worked a lot on that. And we were really happy to play for you, so we can come on the stage and play.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Right.
So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Last final Friday, we auctioned off a Valentunes. So they're going to sing a song for us here to get us started. The ARMACK Orchestra and Madrigal Choir.
stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, oh, stand by me. Oh, oh, stand by me, stand by me.
I saw some inaudible words there. Let's see, is Claire here today? Still listening out on this? Okay. So, pancake breakfast. It's great attendance. I was a little envious of Jason's little medallion there around his neck, but it was a good time, well attended, and always a good fundraiser for that organization there. And then later that day, got dirty, our hands dirty in the soil, so they're just moving air, and a huge pile of soil. It was a lot of fun. We got to use the soil mover, I call it, podcast, but it's a lot of fun. It was a good day. And then afterwards, we'll go for the celebratory drink, just to solidify all the work that we put in. So a little crew over at the marina. And then the next day, or the following week, this is Ray at his grand opening. I don't see Ray here to be able to speak to him, but we'll catch him next time. And then Charter Night was amazing. So a huge thank you to the Fellowship Committee for putting that together. Bob, organizing all the food. Thank you so much. Lots of fun pictures here. Welcoming Amy, I appreciate that. And let's see if this plays here. A little bit of music.
That guy was great.
Was there a song you taught?
Maybe not. Lots of food, and there was barely any food left. It was like perfect amount of portion. And then this was my cider on the left, I had to eggs a little bit, and beer. And thank you, Dan, for letting us use that space. Appreciate it.
That was an awesome space. That is a great space to party.
And then later that weekend, people got gussied up for the Oscars. Tom, I don't know if you want to share how it went.
Yeah, it was the Oscar night, red carpet, and it was really well attended, successful, cast of all the stars. We had a great time, and yeah, if you've not done it, I really encourage you to go at least once. It's fun.
If you haven't seen Parasite,
Parasite's great.
I started watching that actually on my trip to Portland this week, and I only got to watch a part of it because we landed, but I wanted to catch the rest of it.
I have a last one that I watch it for the same reason.
So this week I went to Portland for this reason. Actually, it was for this reason. I was we earned an award this year in my store. We're placed 10th out of 350 stores. So. And then Terry, you have an award that you yourself would like to give.
Stretching out Final Friday a little bit, but you know, I've talked about when you get to one call here, there it is. There's no need to stop, and I love it when people listen to me. Everyone listens to me, right? Right. What am I saying? Okay.
Were you saying something?
So anyway, I would like Brian and his beautiful daughter Kate to come forward.
Yeah.
So, your dad made you a Paul Harris Fellow. There's the jewelry that goes with it. There's the certificate. That'll dry. It's just water. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you.
Last week being going really fast, I did raffle and 2 people pulled the ball that we put $1 on the table. I was supposed to give you $5. Who were you?
I gave that to Lila.
Oh, good. Sorry. You made a donation, whoever you were.
And speaking of last Final Friday, this was a prize, the bath salts that
Ashley. That's Ashley.
Ashley.
Oh, yes.
She had a whole week without salt.
And I don't know if someone left behind that clean can too, but also lost and found. So I love seeing photos. Please send them my way. The RCAS, our recognition at gmail.com. Love to have more of that. So on that same Valentine's Day theme, I'll give Lila a chance to. Looks like you already have some takers.
So, I made some Valentine's Day like thumbprint cookies with raspberry jam. And I also wanted to thank all you guys for last week, all your contributions and all the support I've gotten and just letting me do this whole thing. You guys like are sponsoring me, so I couldn't do this without you, of course. And just wanted to thank you so much for that, all the support I'm getting. You're welcome. So each one of these has 10 cookies.
Any takers? We got Lori.
You want one cookie?
Yeah.
It's $50.
We got.
I got cookies, 2 cookies.
All right, some upcoming events. I already got my text reminder that I got to check into my flight tomorrow. We're leaving for Guatemala and listening for the week. Craig has graciously accepted leading next week's meeting, so we'll have another former president lead the next meeting and a little preview. Amanda's going to do a craft talk. Exciting. So tomorrow,
Yes, it's tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. We'll let you sleep in just a little bit later, meet out at the Nature Center. And that way we can make a fast and snappy hard hour, hit it, and then go have a little lunch or drinks at Rita's afterwards. So I hope you guys will join us. The highway needs us. It's about that time of year again, a little pre-spring cleaning. So hope to see you out there tomorrow. Okay.
Thanks, Carol. And then that soulmate soiree is also tomorrow. Little swing dancing and cocktails if you're looking for something to do. And then we also have the chamber dinner, and I think Dustin got is starting to organize a table. So I don't know if you still need recruits for the table.
Yeah. Excuse me. We've got 4 right now, so does anyone else want to go tomorrow night to the, we got space for 4 more.
22nd, not tomorrow night.
Sorry, tomorrow, meaning next week.
The second tomorrow.
Yeah, the second tomorrow. So anyway, if anyone wants to go right now, raise your hand. Otherwise, I'll send out an email to see if we can fill those 4 up. But I think we're up for an award for nonprofit of the year.
Yeah.
And we've got just a few of us that would like to show up for our businesses and clubs. And so if anyone else wants to join us, you're welcome to. So let me know if you want to join our table, and we'll go from there. So.
And Brian, I don't know if you want to talk about History Week.
So again, coming up at the end of the month, I've had 1 person volunteer so far. I'd like to have at least 1 more person.
I'm volunteering.
And so we have Jeff, so we are good. Still room for more people. But it is the 29th, and it's a great opportunity to help judge this presentation. So.
Thank you. And Maggie, I don't know if you want to talk about the speed dating.
Well, yeah, we are going to have a kind of a speed dating event with all the committees, so that if you're new to the club and you don't know which committee you want to be on, or if you want to shop around, maybe you need a new committee or an additional committee. So it's going to be, and we'll get an email out and let you know, but it's going to be on the 16th of March, and it will be, all the committees will have tables, and I've never been to a speed dating thing, but you'd think if I had been, I'd be single. Don't answer that, but anyway. So we'll get more information to you, and I'm really going to encourage the committees that are doing it to kind of have fun with it. You know, you're trying to get some people, so have a nice, decorate your table, do whatever, but there'll be more information out. It should be fun.
And thank you. Tammy's in the process of organizing another fellowship event at the Hatchet House, so look out for email from her. It should be a lot of fun. I'm trying to engage the Noon Club, and it might end up being the Hatchet War. And I'm going to call on Dustin again. We have the District Training Assembly North coming up here in March. And I know we have a few people who have signed up already.
Yeah, raise your hand if you're signed up for the PTA this year. Awesome, yeah, so one of the bennies this year is that after you've completed the course, you're going to be certified for our youth exchange, what's it called?
Yeah, youth exchange.
Sorry.
Matching grants. No, well, it's a youth safety thing.
Yeah, it's for our youth safety course, so we need to have people certified every year, and this year, once you've completed that, then you'll have a certificate and be certified to work with the youth and whatnot. we have a real stringent vetting program to where you have to go through this process to be able to work with youth one-on-one. We do a lot of things with them. So anyway, that'll be happening here, and then we'll be doing the usual training, and it should be fun. Doug said he's got a lot of, he's going to spice it up a little bit this year. So if you're new to the club, which I know we have a lot of you folks that are new, or you just want to learn more about the different training we have going on, sign up, and the club will reimburse you for your registration fee. So yeah.
Thanks, Dustin. So I saw backpacks happening this morning. Looks like it's still, we're in the midst of backpacks, but do we have someone to deliver today?
I want to thank Dustin for signing up to deliver today. That's great. And I think we've got a lot of packers, but anybody else that wants to step in now, you're more than welcome. I'm going to send out an email just as a reminder for the winter group, those people that are in the winter group, so that you know who you are.
Join us after the meeting.
Can I say something? So yesterday I was at the dentist, and it occurred to me, what the heck? So I said, hey, Dr. Stewart, do you have any toothbrushes you'd like to donate? And I told him a little bit about the program, and he was really happy, and he gave me a whole box of toothbrushes. So there are toothbrushes in the bag. So every once in a while, just if you're out and about, I mean, maybe some little tubes of toothpaste would be nice next time. Just anything to kind of amplify what we give to the kids, because everybody needs a new toothbrush.
How many bags are we doing now?
43.
So before I transition to the program, we have some great shirts that
So
Charlie designed for us.
our folks who are going to Guatemala are leaving tomorrow, right? At 6 o'clock, I think it's your flight.
Yep.
So everybody, we're going to just meet. We're going to all be there in the morning to say goodbye to them, right? Saturday morning, 6 o'clock. But they have T-shirts that they're wearing. They're nice. You know, for the heat. And if anybody would like to support, be on Team Guat. I've got some T-shirts here, 20 bucks a piece. They need some spending money there, so if you could all help out to buy a T-shirt. If you're going, if you're on the team, stand up. We've got a few people still in here that see the team. And there's 15 people going, so the other people aren't here, but they should all get there together and have a great time. And we can't wait to hear about your adventure.
Knowing that somehow Rotarians from the Eureka Club and Mad River are joining us, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
And some student kids and other people.
Yeah.
It's really going to be fun.
So our program today is our very own Dan Johnson.
Good morning. I think it's been 7 years since I've been to a meeting. Thanks for allowing me to continue to be here. And so I want to talk just for a second about affordable housing, but for those of you that don't know me, my name is Dan Johnson. I have the honor of leading about 360 people that work for a company here locally called the Danco Group. We do a lot of different things. We're in construction, development, property management, assisted living management. We also own a small drug and alcohol rehab center for women in Colorado that we got into a couple of years ago. And so we really see ourselves as an opportunistic business just looking for opportunities to make a difference in people's lives. And this affordable housing business came along to us, it's been about 15 to 18 years ago now that we had an opportunity to partner with a guy that was in this business. And when we got into it, in construction, you kind of build buildings for people and then you move on, and there's really not a lot of connection. And it wasn't really filling our love tank, if you will, in the Danco Group. And so when we started going into this affordable housing and seeing the difference that it makes in people's lives, and yes, it's a good business model and it makes money for our organization and it provides a lot of jobs, but the difference that it makes in people's lives is unbelievable. We just opened up a center in Riadel this last week, actually on Monday. We moved in 29 homeless families into a facility that we just finished down there. And to see these people move in, I mean, literally one family that moved in there have not lived in a house in 13 years. and to see the difference that it makes is pretty miraculous. This year, we will bring 260 new units to the market in 2020. We currently manage about 525 affordable units, about 800 total. And then this year, we're going to add 260, and then next year, 350, and in 2022, about 500 new units. So it's a huge growth market for our organization. And this is a presentation that we did in Sacramento a couple of weeks ago for the governor and his staff. And so I'm going to go through it fairly quickly because it shows a lot of projects that we're working on, but I'm going to primarily focus with you guys today on the local ones. So how do we move this thing forward? Okay, perfect. So, did I go too fast? All right, so this is the project that we're currently building down on 4th Street in Eureka, and it's a vet project. It's for homeless veterans, and it'll be complete in about 3 months. So that just shows you where it's located. I'm going to get into a little video, which will be this is some construction shots of it, but here's a little flyby. How do you start the video? Just hit the, usually I have somebody with me that does all this. Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Oh, it didn't work. Let me go back.
If it needs internet, it's probably not going to.
Okay, so this is a little video that's kind of a cool little video that shows it, but this is a shot of the courtyard of the unit, of what the inside courtyard is going to be. But it's going to house 50 homeless veterans, and we currently have, which is super sad to say this, but we have 900 applications for people that want to move into the facility. There's 28,000 homeless people in the state, documented homeless people in the state of California today, and that's over 18 years of age. That's not counting people that are under 18 years of age. And so, are you trying to start it? This is a shot of the building when it will be complete. You're seeing it, but they're not.
Describe it to us, EJ.
Dan, tell me what is one unit look like?
They're one-bedroom units, and each unit's about 950 square feet. And a big difference that has happened in the affordable housing business in the last 3 years is that we used to just provide housing for them and really not bring any services. And I'll speak this while this is going, but this is going down 4th Street as you come into the property. But we used to just provide services or housing for these folks, and now we're starting to provide servicing. So this project in Riadel actually has 9 full-time employees that work to service 31 new residents that live there. We're providing services around medical care, public assistance around getting them back, trying to transition homeless people back into common day life. This is as you kind of walk into the new building and come into the courtyard of it. A little bit off. You'll see one of the units here in just a second. But these, we provide full transportation in these. We have transportation systems. We have caregivers in these. We have medical services that are in them that we provide. Doctors will come and see the residents in the facility. There's cool dudes there that are playing basketball.
It's mixed gender?
Mixed gender, yeah. And this particular project is all vets. And so what we're seeing in the industry now is that most of these, this is the education room where College of the Redwoods and Humboldt State will come in and provide programming, again, working to transition them back in. All of this is at no cost to them. It's all part of the program.
Adults only?
Well, this one is adults only, yeah, not all. This particular one is. That's a game room that's in the building. And believe it or not, it's pretty amazing how these photos look. This is pretty much how it looks.
There he is again.
Yep.
And how big are the units?
In this property, 950 square feet, they're about, you'll see one is,
But with a lot of common area,
yeah, a lot of common area. It's the view, that's the bay out there from the top. This is an outdoor courtyard that's up on the 3rd floor.
Who designed this, Dan?
It was designed by an architectural firm out of Eugene, and called Hanghold, I believe is their name, firm out of Eugene, Oregon. It specializes in vet housing.
We have to walk through that door?
Already?
That's a shot of what one of the bedrooms looks like. That's just the bedroom, and then there's a little kitchenette in it. And they give you the flyby. Just move it
Dan, when is this going to be done?
that won't be done in 3 months. Yeah. So this is the River Bluff Cottage that we just finished down in Riadell. It's a 25 single-family homes, 22 one-bedrooms, 3 two-bedroom units, special services. This is what has sport court, community room, front porch, on-site property management full-time, a computer room. These are some finished shots of it, what it looked like when it's done. And this one we just moved people into this week. So then we get into the town of Samoa. People are typically pretty interested about this project. And so the town of Samoa has been a project we've been working on for 20 years. And this is a shot from the town, what it used to look like back in the 50s and 60s when it was full blown. This is looking out towards Eureka from the mansion where you guys had the party there a couple weeks ago. And this is what is existing in the town, and this is a shot of the existing town, but I'll just show you a shot here. This is our master plan community. We've been working for 20 years to entitle this project through the Coastal Commission, through the County of Humboldt, and we're going in for our final tentative map approval next Thursday night. So it's been an unbelievable journey, and if you ever really want to talk bad about the Coastal Commission, just give me a couple drinks and I'll do that. But this is the project. So if you look at this, to get you located, the cookhouse is right down in this zone down in here. The gymnasium is right here. The mansion where you guys had your party is right up here on this corner. And so the intent with this project is to develop the existing town and sell those homes off, build 200 new homes right here. We're currently under construction, and I'll show you here in just a second, a slide of an 80-unit affordable housing project there that is for families. And this project, even almost more sad than the vet conversation, is we have about 650 applications, qualifying applications for people to move into 80 units. And to qualify, you have to have been homeless for at least 12 months and documented homeless. And it's pretty sad, the state of affairs that California is in, that we're quite happy to be trying to be part of the solution. And so we've got this affordable housing project going, and then there's a business park down here. That's the recycle center that exists out there today. And so we are full-blown under construction out here on this project, which we've been working on for 20 years to basically revitalize and bring this town back into existence. There'll be a grocery store downtown, there's a post office downtown, there'll be a gas station downtown, and all of that is under construction as we speak. And so within 3 to 5 years, you should be able to see one of the most quaint coastal communities in the country when we're complete with it. We've got HGTV coming out to do some work with us in a few weeks, and so we're super excited about that. And it's been fun to rebuild it, but it's been a long process for sure. I'll show you the affordable project here. That's just a zoning map. That's our tsunami evacuation. That's our team. This is our team. This is Bob Merrill, if you guys don't know him, from the Coastal Commission. Has been involved in the project from the beginning. So this is the shot. These are the townhomes that we're building out there right now. The affordable project that's under construction. This is a view of the site maps, and these are all 8 plexes They all have bay views. The ocean is that way and the bay is this way. It's some of the most stunning. It's the only affordable housing project ever approved in the coastal zone. So there's not been any project approved anywhere in the state. It's the first one.
What's the sea level that the community is on?
Well, it varies, but the floor height of all of our homes have to be at 32 feet or above.
Okay.
And for tsunami run-ups.
Right.
And so these are just some maps that are irrelevant. So this is the details of the project that we're building out in Samoa. Another big change that's happened in this market is that they've changed from just being low-income housing to providing special needs housing. So we're working to help residents that have special needs, mental disabilities. And so this particular property will have 20 special needs units that will be part of it. That will be there to work to try to transition those people that have mental disabilities back into the common day life. Because what we've found is what the number one reason, the first way to get people transitioned is to give them a roof over their head. If we can give people a roof over their head, we can then have an opportunity to make a difference in their life and actually get them transitioned back into society and off of the quote-unquote public trough, if you will.
Dan, how is this funded, both the construction but then the living arrangements?
These are some construction shots. So these are all funded through low-income housing tax credits, and it's quite complicated, but the simple version of it is it's a very competitive process. 1 out of 4 projects gets funded that applies. And we apply for tax credits to the state and to the federal government. We're awarded tax credits for a project. So this particular project was awarded $20 million worth of tax credits. We then take those tax credits and we sell them to Fortune 1000 now. It used to be Fortune 500, but now we sell them to Fortune 1000 companies so that have huge tax liabilities. So they come in and they write us a check for some percentage. In today's world, they're actually paying about $1.05 for $1 worth of tax credits, which is not the way it has been in the past. It's usually been about 80 to 90 cents, but it's so competitive, and it's the thing to do now for these Fortune 1000 companies to invest into low income. So it's made it very competitive. So they give us $1.05 in the case of this project for every dollar of tax credit we give them. We then take that cash, which basically means in the case of this project we had $22 million worth of cash, and we build this project. And then there's other grants that will come into it as well, because $22 million isn't enough. This is about a $35 million project. And so then we'll bring in other grants. But when this project's done, there'll be zero debt on it. And so the way that it stays affordable and why it is so much more effective than the old project housing that we're used to hearing about. In Humboldt County we know it as the Winco housing, right? Well, those are basically subsidized housing. So that there is, you go apply to the government or to the local housing authority, you get approved, and then they pay your rent. They give you a check for you to go pay your rent. Well, in this case, we are able to keep the rent so low that the people that live there actually write a check. And it doesn't seem like very much to us, like these units here, which are, there's 4-bedroom units in this that are 1,500 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2-bath units that'll rent for $400 a month that have an ocean view. So for us, $400 a month for a 1,500 square foot unit seems pretty cheap, but for them, it's a lot of money. And so there's a huge pride of ownership that occurs in the program, and it's why the program has bipartisan support and is so successful. And it's really a great transitional program. There's a local lady that actually she'd be a great member for this club, Shannon Dawson from Little Learners Preschool. I don't know if you know her or not, but she's sort of our poster child, if you will. She moved into the Courtyards project over on 299 as a single mom of 2 with basically no job. She qualified to move into that project. She was able to transition out of that, with her business, Little Learners. Then she went and bought one of our first-time home buyer units with no money down, which is right next to the Courtyards project, their townhomes. And then now, she's on her own and lives in her own homes. And that's exactly what the program is meant to, is to let people, to let them get going, right, in life. And not have to be burdened with a huge housing cost. And so in very simply put, that's how it works. And like I say, this will be a $35 million project that will have no debt. The housing authority projects were built by private developers like ourselves, and they ended up completely debt-ridden when they were done. And so now all those things are going bankrupt because they had to take out all this debt to build them. Basically, this particular project is owned by Amazon. And so Amazon is the investor in this project that invested it. We own a part of it as well as the developer, but the majority of it is owned by Amazon. And they buy it so that they can get the tax credits.
Dan?
Yeah.
So I have 2 questions. Is there any guarantee that Amazon or whomever will like jack up the rents? Are there clauses in there?
Oh yeah, it's very restricted. Yeah.
It's restricted?
Yeah.
And also to move in, is there any clean and sober clause in the application?
Yeah, that has not been the case up until 2019, but now because all the services that are being provided, we drug test in these facilities every week. So which we're learning this as well. The Riadel project is the second project in the state of California to open under the new criteria. The Vet Center in Eureka will be the third. So we're one of the first people to be working in this new way that they're doing it. So we're learning, but yes, we are drug testing them, and in a year I'll tell you how that's going.
And so if they fail, are they kicked out?
Yes. Well, they're given a warning. It's a 3-strike rule. There's a whole criteria for it. Yeah. But yes, eventually. If they do. This is a project that we're building down in Monterey that is, in Gilroy, which is about to open. It'll open in about a month. This is the outline of it. It's a 4-story building. It serves seniors and seniors with special needs. Again, we have like 3,000 applicants for the project. And it's another one of the special needs projects. Trying to get us to the, make sure we get you out of here on time. I want to show you the Arcata project here. This is our Isaacson. So this is a project that's going to get built right around the corner over here, a block down from Plaza Point. It's another family affordable housing project. It's 44 units, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. So it'll have a community center in it. It's got a top lot for the kids, community garden, and then a skate park that's going to be on the roof of the project. This is just a shot of it. So it's on the corner, and I know probably none of you have ever been to it, but there's a dispensary right here, and then there's another dispensary right back here, just to get you located if you know where that is. So the food truck is right there. So the food truck, we're relocating the food truck to a new location. So that's where the site is going to be. Then we have one that we're working on 7th and Myrtle in Eureka that'll start towards the end of this year. It's on the corner of 7th and Myrtle, and that's the shape of that. It's a 36-unit project for seniors. It'll be studios, 1 and 2 bedroom units, fitness room, elevator, on-site laundry. This is a project that we're starting construction on down in Santa Rosa in 2 weeks. It's on Boyd Road down there. It's another 46-unit family project, and those are the things that will be in that. We've got, this is another project in Santa Rosa that we're starting in about a month, and it's another vet project that's similar to the one that we're working on here in Eureka. It's 3 stories, 54 units, and it's for formerly homeless, which is another little different angle, right? So this is people that were homeless, but they aren't anymore. So there's all kinds of, in this new program that the state has put together, there's all kinds of special little compartments that you work to try to go in, and really what you're working to do is to serve every compartment has such a huge need. You know, whether you're a homeless family, formerly homeless, homeless vet, homeless senior, whatever it is. But what we are doing is constantly working to design what will get funded, because it's such a competitive process. So we go into communities, we have a whole team of people at our office that are just studying the communities and determining what project do we need to put together that will win. because anything we build will fill up. Yeah.
Yeah, and with so many projects going on in the region, where are you drawing your labor pool from? How are you filling these jobs with qualified labor?
Well, it's an interesting question, but from our viewpoint, that there's about, in the United States, there's about 750,000 construction workers, and we only need about 400 of them. And so become the best place to work, and you don't have a labor pool problem. And so we really work for, it kind of sounds cliche, but we really work for that. So we self-perform a lot. We self-perform our own dirt work, our own concrete, our own framing. We have a cabinet shop. We do our own electrical, our own plumbing. And so a lot of our labor pool is coming from our own forces. We've just said, screw it. We're kind of over dealing with the subcontractor pool, and we're going to just self-perform it all ourselves. So in a lot of cases, like if you look at Samoa, all those things I just said, we're self-performing all of it. So we've just kind of eliminated the concern and built it in-house. When you get outside of Humboldt County, it's not as bad. You know, like down in Gilroy, there's quite a few subcontractors in that Bay Area that are reputable, that can get the job done. But up here, the labor pool is tough. Any questions? Any other questions? That's a whirlwind of kind of what we're up to in Danco. Yeah.
What about ongoing maintenance of them? You've talked about all the funding for building them. What happens after?
There's a maintenance part. So the great thing about the program, because there is no debt, the money that comes into the property is basically to just operate it. To pay for the management team, pay for grounds, pay for maintenance. And so we have pretty healthy maintenance budgets in every one of our properties, and it's actually kind of another source of revenue that our company, that we didn't really think about, but we have a maintenance team of about 15 people that work for us that maintain all of our facilities, and so there's a really good maintenance reserves, and the state comes and inspects every year, and they're very concerned about ensuring that the properties are taken care of.
It seems like with the number of people who have applied for the housing and the number of former vets and all these other people, that might potentially at some point help your labor pool too. It seems to me there are a lot of people who might have some skills that your company could use, and I wonder if there's any effort to kind of team up with looking at what people can do and helping them even more.
Yeah, it's a very good point, and we're working with Betty Chin and her Pathways to Payday program, and she'll be bringing that program into each one of our local properties, and then there's versions of Betty Chin in every community that do what she does, and so that is the objective. I mean, the trades, you know, have kind of been left by the wayside, you know, here in the last 15 years. We adults put so much pressure on our kids to go away to college, and it's a whole other conversation we can have sometime, and we've kind of wiped out the trades, and not just the construction trades, but nursing and firemen and you know, plumbers and mechanics and all of it. And so this is a great opportunity for people from the trades to be able to get to bring people back into the trades. Yeah. Any other questions? Well, thank you very much for your time.
Many of you know about the Peninsula Project, the garden project at Peninsula Unit School. Dan's company has been helping out a lot with building some of the garden beds, doing some of the plumbing, and eventually the greenhouse. So a huge thank you for that, Dan. Appreciate it.
I want to give one more shout out to Dan. 18 years ago, he was the president of this Rotary Club, and I was district governor. And when I came here for our official meeting, he donated enough money to the Rotary Foundation to make his whole family a Paul Harris Fellow. And it was the first and only time I ever got to do that, so thank you. And this club was one of the clubs of the year that year too, because and I wasn't in the club then, so it wasn't, you know, nepotism or anything at that point. Thank Dan.
Number 767988.
767-988.
767988.
988? I got 988. If that's the right one. All right.
I think it's rigged. Dick shouldn't be allowed to buy a raffle.
I'm doing it with my lucky left hand. Not that one. Left hand. Thank you.
Okay, 768-019. 019.
019. Who's outside, boys?
Right here.
Well, thanks everybody for coming. I'll see you in 2 weeks.